Hey guys, welcome to your Spuds. Before we start, I would like to share some more emails we've gotten. We've already discussed the Minion email we got from Mr. Sandlin, Brett Sandlin. But we have received another one regarding energy drinks. All capitals, energy drinks are not safe. I drink a couple coffees a day, but coffee beans are a natural coffee source. This caffeine is derived from the coffee plant. It's not formulated in a lab. When you drink an energy drink, all the chemicals with those names non-scientists can't pronounce clog up your immune system, blocking the signals in your body from traveling. This can lead very easily to slow response times and eventually to full temporary paralysis. Don't take this lightly. This is a very serious problem. Energy drinks are no less dangerous than alcohol. Thousands of people die drinking them every year in the United States alone. Read this article, please. Surprising risks energy drinks.
Yeah, by nextavenue.org. Okay.
Can I say something?
In the right mind has ever read an article from nextavenue.org, Brett?
It's risks for boomers drinking energy drinks. And we are clearly not boomers. I think it will clear up some of the lies you've heard. Also, join our Facebook group for info and support about energy drinks. Now, Ethan, I don't think you have seen the Facebook group, have you?
Oh, wow. Good. I just did. I just opened it.
So more for me. The anti-energy drink group. Last post was February 1, 2009. I joined this group because A, I don't care. I join any group. LOL. B, energy drinks are not good for you. They speed up your heart, and if you don't have energy to build from, they give you bad headaches, or at least they do me. There are how many members in this group, Ethan? 2.
There are a grand total of 2 members. And Brett is not one of them.
Brett.
Hey, Mr. Sandlin?
Mr. Sandlin,
we
are you
talk,
Jared?
Okay?
Or are you
want us to join this group?
What member are you? Are you, wait a minute.
Okay. And also, February 1st, 2009. Wow, everyone, I broke my own rules. I had a rockstar last night, spelled N-I-T-E, at 11 p.m., ... but didn't, no apostrophe, feel after effects, affects, not effects, so I'm okay, ! I did not have an apostrophe, LOL.
I feel like we should join this group and revive it.
Yeah, let's.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you here. Lol. I'm not exactly sure why I joined this group, because I totally don't fit the description above. I've actually never had a complete energy drink. Only a couple sips of one of Chris's once. I know, the shock. I can see all your jaws dropping in astonishment. Lol, I'm a big Mountain Dew fan, so that's why I fall back on when I need a boost. I just thought this group sounded like fun, so I joined. Ha ha ha.
Smiley face. Okay, and then Jared Pick has the strongest 3 words ever spoken by mankind.
Hey, energy drinkers. In like a different font size.
It's
I didn't know you could do that.
It's like in 30-point font. Oh my goodness. Jared also with a banger. Same day, January 31st, 2009.
So,
name the energy drink that you used to or still drink. I drink a few Rockstars, and those are like putting rocket fuel in a smart car. Ellipses. Ha ha ha.
So,
Kim Zephus says, amp, period, no more, period. It was awful. Ellipses plus an extra period. Long, complicated story. Kim, I need to know the story.
Yeah, I really want to know.
It's been 13 years.
You should.
But why do you hate
you
amp?
Should message her and ask her about the story and get back to us.
Wait. I have a burner, a Facebook account. I'm gonna
do?
like.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Facebook account. Oh, that's genius.
Okay, listen. Hey, so what was...
Wait. Do this finally. I'm going to talk.
The long, complicated story.
Here's what I think about this Facebook. You sent it. Nice. Here's what I think about Brett Sandlin. What
do you think?
That's an alias. Wait.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. Listen, he's...
Brett?
Hold up.
If it was an alias, why would he want a video call?
No, listen. Well, yeah, because then he'll bust the alias. And it's like, 1, I'm assuming it probably is one of our family members.
No.
2, listen. I think here's why I think he's an alias. He said, join our Facebook group if you need help. This Facebook group hasn't posted in 13 years. Okay? And the 2 members and all the posts on it are not Brett Sandlin. So it has to be an alias. Because he can't say our Facebook group. So it's someone who found an anti-energy drink Facebook group just for the meme to post it. So Brett Salem is an alias.
No, I think Brett is meta.
I think Brett is an alias.
No, he is real. I guarantee you that Brett is real. But I think that Brett
maybe he didn't follow. Maybe
understands the type of humor
there we
that
go.
we have.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I honestly think so.
Okay, Brett.
I still want to fight you about the Minion comment.
And it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. We have been in contact with him.
We've contacted him. We're gonna have
it's happening, boys and girls. Okay, Isaac, so as you know, this next Monday is the spookiest of times of the year.
It is. It's a week.
Yeah.
Week from my birthday.
Week from your birthday.
It's weird. It's like so my birthday is October 24th. So as of recording this, we just have
you turned 12.
Yep, 12 years old. It's always been so weird because it's Halloween has literally been a week later exactly, and it's just kind of it's always been trippy throughout my childhood. Yeah,
it's been trippy for me too because Halloween's exactly 30 days afterwards, and it's always thrown me off.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yours is the first. That's right. 23 days older.
And then Christmas is always 112 days after mine.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Always throws it off.
Did you have to look that up?
And then, no, I just throw a random number with confidence.
Oh, wait, so you say 112. You say 112.
It's not that. No, it can't be. It has. Wait, stop. It's gonna be like
Yes.
Like 83?
85. Look at you go. Dang.
Hey, look at that. 85. Oh, because it's 31 days. So this is 30.
Yeah, get smacked.
30 days, half September, April, June, and November. I don't know the rest of the thing, except for...
I just know that I count on knuckles. And like whenever you're in a divot, it's like 30 or something. You know? Except for February. You've ever done that? Well, every other month. No. It goes 30, 31, 30, 31, except for a few.
The stupid leap year one.
Yeah. February is just retarded. I think we should just... Here's my problem. Let's go back to a 10-month calendar. Because October means 10. But, you know, Not Americans. I don't know who. I don't know history.
The
Somebody
pagan
said
calendar or whatever.
We need 12 months. And so they put October...
Hey.
It's stupid. October means 8. But now it's 10 because they added 2 months. It's like, okay. Well, they didn't add 2 months.
How about this?
Divided into 12 instead of 10.
How about this? Okay.
Like change the names.
We don't even have months. We have
a year.
10-day weeks. Okay?
Oh gosh.
10-day weeks, and you have 3 days off. And then 365 days, last 5 days don't count. It's just a party. It's the purge.
No. Wait, like movie purge or like... I've never seen those movies. And I never wish to.
Never have seen them either.
That's
but I just know it's going to be awesome.
That's where nobody gets paid, nobody works, and we do a 5-day fast the entire world. That would solve world peace.
We turn into communist Russia,
please,
dude, for a while, and just eat potatoes.
Marx was pretty on point. I was gonna say.
Yeah, he did have some good points.
He did
have some points. Yeah. So on that note,
anti-freedom.
Anti-freedom. You know what is scarier than communism, Isaac?
What a transition there.
HP Lovecraft's contribution to horror literature.
I love HP Lovecraft. Can I just say? I just love HP. Yeah. That whole genre. He made his own genre.
Yeah.
Fire.
So just a little bit of backstory. So he was born in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
In 1893.
Yep.
So during his education, he was during his schooling, he was a pretty good student, but he got sick pretty often.
Get wrecked. We can use this. My word.
Yeah, kind of cringe. But he's born pretty wealthy. Like his grandfather had some business ventures.
Okay.
But after his grandfather died, like in his early, I think it was like he was like 17 or something. Mm-hmm. So pretty on, he became poor.
Okay.
So, and speaking of during that time, he never completed high school because he had a episode of disease.
Dude,
people.
my word.
So, like, for 6 months, like, he couldn't really function. And so people think that it's this condition called Sydenham's chorea, also known as chorea minor, or St. Vincent's disease. And so basically, and so this this disease is autoimmune. And so it happens after a fever. And so basically you have like sudden jerking moments, kind of like Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And so like it affects like parts of your brain and everything. He was able to recover from it, but it's like pretty rare, and it mostly happens in like females. So it's just kind of like a weird thing.
Why have we talked so much about famous? Well, HP Lovecraft is much more famous than Terry Davis, but just famous people who have like problems mentally or physically.
It's spooky season. Mental illness is scary. So HP Lovecraft started his career. He wrote essays for various magazines and articles. And then during his early to mid 20s, he moved to New York for a few years. Couldn't really afford it, but he married and met his wife, Sona Green.
Scariest thing is his wife is named Sona Green. Okay.
Yeah, so in his early 20s, he moved to New York and married his wife, Sona Green. Like, funny story about her. Not so funny. I guess kind of sad.
More scary?
It's not really scary. She had 3 husbands who she got widowed from after 10 years of marriage each.
That's pretty scary. It's pretty sus.
It's pretty sus.
Like, serial killer, like, kills the husband after 10 years? That's also really sad. I'm sorry.
It is pretty sad.
That's really sad.
Like,
wow.
After, like, the second
10
time
years
that
is,
happens,
like, a long time to, like,
yeah,
get reattached and, like, let go of the past husband and then to have it. Wow. Yikes, bro.
I would not want to be married to H.P. Lovecraft, though. That would be wild.
That'd be a ride. The
That
scary
would be
thing
right.
is H.P. Lovecraft married. Wow. Anyways,
What?
moving on.
What was
I
the
don't
joke?
I yawned the entire time saying it, so it didn't really come out well.
Okay. So yeah, he married his wife, and then he met a group of writers who he would kind of like go back and forth with.
Right.
Called the Lovecraftian Circle, which is the
No
coolest cult name of all time.
Yeah, but they named... So the writers he talked with, they all decided to name it after him. Was he like the ringleader?
I'm 95% sure.
That's pretty sick. Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine like having a bunch of authors and then they named it like the Hazenerl Circle, like off of you.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
It would sound like everyone's like talking with their mouth full of peanut butter all the time, because they would have to say Hazenerl Circle. So
I'm part of the Hazenerl Circle.
Part of
the Soto Circle just sounds like a Mexican drug ring. We have to cut that
No,
out.
that sounds like the coolest mariachi band of all time.
The Soto Circle. Like the sickest. playing at all the fancy weddings. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
I should make... Dude,
I
can have kids and we could become a mariachi band.
Yeah.
I'm going to name my family the Soto Circle now.
The Soto Circle.
Right now it's a line, and we have a kid Soto Triangle, so we have to have so many children that it becomes a circle.
You need like...
It's like
So are we
40
talking
kids.
like... Is like a hexagon a circle?
No.
Is an octagon a circle?
Like 30 points.
Dang, son. You better start while you're young. That's going to take a while.
Moving on.
So after he found this Lovecraftian circle,
That's sick.
he moved back to Rhode Island because it's cheaper, and then he died of cancer when he was like 42. And so he developed 2 forms of horror. Well, he didn't really develop the first one, but he was part of it. So there's something called weird horror, which sounds weird, if you will. But basically, so all it is he took like traditional characters like werewolves and like Dracula and stuff like that.
I made him quirky.
And he kind of made them like darker.
Oh.
Because like traditional like horror, like gothic horror,
like
you have like Frankenstein and stuff like that. He made them more human and grosser in some of his things, which was kind of groundbreaking, because usually like horror was just using the old monsters and kind of did its spin on it. But he's most famous for
he made it more
creating Cthulhu, which is an example of cosmicism. And so, that this type of horror basically is, like imagine you're in space and there's nothing around you, and the feeling of hopelessness of like the unending dark void.
Right.
So, like Cthulhu and a couple other things that he created were meant to be alien and older like beings that were before the universe really was formed and everything. And it was supposed to be undescribable, and that is what made it scary. And so, like in his descriptions of Cthulhu, there's like basically like the geometry of space would just break, and then so you're just stuck with this weird undulating mass that's just like, it's just really interesting, really creative.
Turned it into like humongous Buddha with tentacles coming out of his mouth. Aqua dude, like if Aquaman, Buddha, an octopus had a baby and it was green. Yeah. But like the whole point of it is that it's supposed to be not describable. Yeah, but we have described it. It's the same thing as like historical depictions of people we don't know, like what they looked like, and like it's like we don't really have any idea, but we just kind of assume, and so then it's mainstream, like recognizable. Like the depiction of Jesus is like we have no idea. Yeah. But
exactly.
We
know he wasn't a white man.
Yeah, we know he wasn't white, but he's white with long hair. And like sometimes it'd be like that's kind of weird. Anyways.
Yeah. It's weird.
We have to depict things. See, we literally have to we've made Cthulhu less scary by making it a mainstream image.
That's true.
Because we're too scared.
We were part of the problem.
Wow. Dude,
so what if we just put weird like meat slapping noises or something right here, and then like thunder clapping, and then maybe Cthulhu. A cat growling,
and that's Cthulhu.
And
that made me uncomfortable, but I'm gonna love doing that.
And we need like a lot of echo on it.
Just like,
and like just like very. It's like you're in the world's weirdest and creepiest dungeon.
ASMR for cults.
Yeah. And it's like the meat slapping noise is panning from left to right. It's just like,
if I could do that audio, put your headphones on, people.
Yeah, headphones on.
We have a little adventure.
What if it was like we're taking them on a tour of Disneyland, but instead it's a dungeon. So like, welcome. On your left, you have to make the noises. On your left, you'll see a screaming cat eating a turkey. Make sure to wave as they say goodbye to Feather Boy, the turkey.
Rip Feather Boy.
And now on your right, there will be a torch with purple flame. Oh, look out! Duck! It's expanding. Stop! No! No, the tracks are burning. We need to back up. Okay, and now everyone on the board is screaming. Oh no! Whiskers is coming for us. He's morphing into Cthulhu. The geometry of the universe is expanding.
I have no idea what that sounds like. I don't know what the geometry of the universe expanding sounds like. Probably something like...
Yeah. If you were to use 5 words to describe the geometry of the universe expanding, what 5 words would you use? So moving on.
I don't want to edit out that silence. I just want to leave that in. I'm going to put like crickets.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Crickets would be kind of a good thing. But, okay, so I thought... So we heard about HP Lovecraft. He died when he was like 42. But he created Cthulhu.
He really was over the hill.
He is one of the most well-known horror authors of all time.
That's pretty cool.
Like his stuff was initially like not super popular, but like all like amazing artists, like all their stuff is discovered after they die, and they died poor. So such is life. So that was kind of a little bit of a warm up to what I really want to get to, the meat, the umami of the episode right here.
Meat is not the right word to use.
The slapping meat that Whiskers, the giant cat, would eat.
Oh, he's giant. Oh, yeah.
The meat is slapping itself. The meat is sentient.
That sounds bad.
It's just like it's a sentient steak that is undulating. What?
It's so gross. It's like raw steak. It's like moving.
Yeah. It's gone ever so slightly off.
It's just they're going through a phase. It's okay.
Yeah. You know, I don't understand dry aging meat. Okay? Let's talk about this for a second.
Dry what?
Dry aging meat?
Yeah, what about it?
It's stupid.
Why?
It shouldn't work. It's like a cheat code.
Wait, dry aging, that's like when you don't cook it, you just age it raw and you can eat it?
Yeah, you need like a special like climate controlled thing. But basically, it's like you cover it in like it's like a good baguette cheese, like good French cheese.
Oh.
And so like you cover it in like a rind basically, and then you slap it in one of these freaking dry age machines, and then it comes out and it's like a totally like crazy flavor.
That sounds really good.
So you could have like a steak that has like everything bagel seasoning on it, which is dope.
That's actually kind of sick.
It's like, yeah, it's like a cheat code. It shouldn't work.
Hacks, bro.
Think about the money we could make if we had a good character, a good horror character. Think about it.
Like we make our own horror character and we copyright it.
Like the Headless Horseman,
but better.
Whoever owned the copyright to that made absolute bank. And we know that this podcast and everything we do is meant to make moolah. That's all that matters. All right, so I just think we need to create some characters. I got an idea that we could kind of workshop a little bit here just to get it started off here. So we live in a modern society. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
And one of the scariest things is peanut allergies. Like I couldn't eat a PB&J in elementary school because
bro, you were allergic to peanuts?
No. Oh. There's a stupid weak kid. By the way, if you're allergic to peanuts, you're weak.
You're like HP
You're
Lovecraft weak. Like
you're like HP Lovecraft, but more like HP Lovecraft. Am I right or am I right?
Like HP hate crap.
EpiPens shouldn't exist. Okay?
If you need EpiPen,
I'll be here to say
you're
it.
Weak. Your mother and father should not have bred.
You know what? Well, you know what the scariest thing is?
Moving on. It's already so much to cut out. Stop. It's not worth it. People
the scariest thing is that people are willing to live with a peanut allergy. I would end it. I would eat a peanut butter sandwich and just call it, because you know what? Evolution decided that I should not exist.
That we're editing. Okay, moving on.
So you know what the scariest thing is in this modern era?
What is the scariest thing in this modern era?
It's peanut allergies. Okay, and so I want to introduce to you Mr. Nut, a giant peanut that will make people allergic to him when he sneezes on them exclusively.
Okay, I thought this was gonna be like really cool, like world building type workshopping of characters.
This, Isaac,
but it turned out to be really stupid.
Don't question Mr. Nut.
I am questioning Mr. Nut.
So Isaac, one of the rules of improv comedy is something called the yes and. So you're not supposed to go back and say, hey, this is a stupid premise. What you're supposed to do is say, oh, this is kind of funny. No, and then you're supposed to roll with it.
I'm not doing
It's called the yes and.
Yes and so to something that's actually funny. But I'm making it
so funny the yes,
by hating on Mr. Nut.
The and.
I'm going to make Mr. Nut. Yes, sure. And Mr. Nut has an arch nemesis.
Mr. Jam. And so he's actually an ex-member of Pearl Jam. And all he does is play all the songs that Pearl Jam never actually put out.
That is such a niche joke. It hurts.
Pearl Jam is not niche, whatever. It's not. It's literally one of the most popular. What?
Quiche.
Quiche,
not
Quiche.
Can we talk about quiche? The beautiful egg breakfast thing.
So yeah, Mr. Quiche, the scariest of them all. What he does is he attracts eggs to his chest and blows them up violently.
I only thought of dirty things. Why are you walking away?
I need a moment, okay?
We both think the same thing. Oh no. I'm gonna put this in the episode, but instead of saying what you said, I'm just gonna put Ethan said something really stupid and walks away from the camera. Why?
This is oh god.
I'm sorry, but
okay.
I'm destroying the episode.
Okay, so Mr. Quiche.
Yes, go on.
Mr. Quiche was actually from Thailand originally, which is actually where quiches are originate from.
Like actually?
Yeah, actually. So in Thailand, the tradition is actually. So what they would do is they took pregnant mothers, and they actually would prepare the meal of quiche on the mother's stomach, and it was a blessing for the child in the future.
You're so cappy right now.
No, I'm not. In Thailand, this is a tradition. Quiche actually means baby in the Taiwanese language.
It came from France, you idiot.
No. So, actually, it's like one of the things, like colonialism and all that. France was actually colonialized Thailand for a while. And this is where those sneaky fingers are not going to go on the keyboard anymore.
You know what the scary thing is?
Believe me.
This whole episode is just you lying.
Colonialism. Isaac, that's every episode.
I text little letters to my wife because she's afraid of capitalism.
So now that we have Mr. Nut.
Right.
Mr. Nut and Mr. Quiche are best friends.
Yeah, they just hate Mr. Jam. This is really a good workshop. We're being children and just making non-sentient things sentient. Like, I don't think it can get any more creative.
Okay, so how about this?
It's like actually
How about this idea? A robot that sprays water on expensive off-brand electronics.
Okay, what would his name be?
So if you... Mr. Robot that sprays water.
On expensive off-brand
That would be his name.
Products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Products. So like if you have, let's say like the O-Pad and so the iPad, he actually
like Motorola.
He actually, yeah. He actually is is a member of the FCC, and so he's really strict on copyright. So any copyright infringement on electronic devices.
And then there's an off-brand robot of him called the off-brand robot that sprays water on brand item, expensive electronic brand items that sprays apples and Windows PCs and stuff.
Dang son. So, and eventually they go to a fight.
They just spray water on each other and die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a really tragic story.
That's actually really.
In 1997, that was all the rage. Might I add that all these are based on real
stories, right?
Real things.
Mr. Nut.
Yeah, real good stories.
We're gonna have to.
Everyone says
explicit.
Everyone says that
because of what Mr. Quiche does.
Mr. Quiche is such a good idea.
So bad.
It's such a good idea. Can you please dress up as Mr. Quiche?
No.
It's Halloween.
How? No, I'm dressing up as Shaggy. Monterey's gonna be Velma, and there's a couple with a dog, and the dog's gonna be Scooby, and they're gonna be they're bigger and taller people than us.
A
so
couple?
they're gonna be they're married, and they're gonna be.
Well, how are they gonna be? Oh, is it like one of the double costumes?
What? No, their dog's gonna be Scooby Doo.
Oh.
And then he's gonna be Frank, and the other girl's gonna be the other prissy model girl.
Velma?
No, Velma's the nerdy one. That's
the pink shirt.
Yeah. And their hair, it's funny, the girl's hair matches the characters, so it works out. So it'll be fun. We're gonna have my van. We're gonna make my van the mystery wagon or whatever. The mystery machine.
I never have gotten into Halloween.
Me neither.
Really.
But they're good. They want to do it. So
that's fine.
I did not like Halloween. I just didn't care that much. I can remember I loved as a kid going to trunk or treats and stuff and getting candy, but they're just I don't know, when I reached a teenager, I was just not into it. Do you remember when me and you went to Halloween and I dressed up as a military guy, as in I just put on a military coat that my dad had because I was just lazy? And then what were you?
What did I dress
You
up?
you dressed up in pajamas and messed up your head. You were the very typical bedtime dude. We were so lazy, but we got free candy.
Yeah, we did. That was
lit.
Yeah, I never did trick or treating. I only went to events at one church.
Trunk or treats, bro. We're freaking lit. Meta.
I mean, I did that with White Up Vans exclusively, but that's kind of an all year round thing.
Light Up Vans?
White Vans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, trunk or treat.
I did that all the time. I didn't really
have a trunk, though. It's backseat or treat.
I mean, seriously, bro. You get a free candy bar and a shout out from the Amber Alert.
And free Wi-Fi.
Dude, yeah.
So it's yeah. That's the way to do it. And
the amount of reused memes I have been saying, most of my jokes have not been original.
But you know what is original? This next idea.
You know what's scary? This next idea.
This next idea. I think that it's good to look at the classics and kind of do a little bit of a remix here. So you might see a little bit of inspiration in this one. Oh. So what about a cat that turns into a human every full moon?
What would that be called? A wereman? A wereman?
A wereman.
A wereman.
A wayman.
A weregirl.
Weregirl.
A were.
Weregirl.
A wahuman. That feels like that's a thing. Is a cat that turns into a cumin?
A cumin?
Just cumin, like the spice.
Yeah. Maybe. I got some good juice here that I literally just found.
Let's do your juice.
So, Isaac, when you're workshopping ideas, I think it's always useful to look at other people's ideas. So, I found this really reputable website named Full S1E9fandom.com. And it looks like 4chan in the 1990s. And so this is where you get all the good juice going. So we're going to tell you about a creature named Cross Gunfang.
Cross Gunfang?
Yeah. And so if we're going to describe it, the fang appears as a gigantic silver-black cross with some green patches and gems in places. The trigger is located, spelled with a K, not a C, very cool, at the center of the cross and is a simple horizontal grab. So basically, it's a giant floating cross gun that shoots at you. And so it's really cool because it possesses the ability to fire bolts of green energy from all four ends. So it's really dangerous to use.
Yeah, you have to hold it at like an angle and like shoot two out. Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not very efficient. Or just like hold it down in between your legs. One can like shoot out back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hold it out to the side. You can hold it out to the side and angle this a little bit. I'm trying to see how I would use this the most.
Or maybe you throw it like a boomerang.
You spin it and it just.
Yeah, just hope for the best.
Literally spray and pray. Okay, moving on.
These bolts of energy are actually condensed, energized metal particles, not medical particles. That would be scary. If it gave you hepatitis, that would be insane. So we have a couple modes, 4 modes to be exact. So there's a rapid machine gun mode. There's a slow fire mode. There's also focused fire mode and then a layer air mode, which actually is layer air, which is actually kind of like a Gatlin / railgun kind of situation. So I'm not sure when they were workshopping this that they really had a vision.
Stupid. This is
It's a very powerful weapon. And it deserves respect.
Yeah.
Wait, if you were given the choice between this and your fist, what would you use?
Probably my fist. No, definitely.
That would probably be safer for you.
Probably this cross.
Because this thing, I don't know. There's 4 modes, and it's ready to go.
But if you get like the wrong mode and just like, that's terrifying. I'm sorry, I just don't like that.
Yeah. Nope. It's not very practical.
Nope.
So what about the duo avatars?
The duo what?
Avatars. They're pretty mysterious. There's only a couple. There's only a couple sentences written about them, but they're a group of individuals that were also turned into elemental avatars, and have become the second team to the avatars, much to Lynn's annoyance. So people may be wondering who Lynn is.
And who's the Avatar? So we're not talking about like Avatar.
And
right?
I feel like I just stumbled upon something that is not good.
You just stumbled on a very...
There's no images, but this is very strange.
What is it called? Duo Avatar?
It's called Full Moon High. Oh, is that... And that must be a...
This is an...
Wait, is this a show?
It's a horror comedy. We can watch it on freaking Paramount. Whoa. What is Full Moon High?
So Lynn Ambers was your standard school girl with not much time on her hands. Having been forced to work at a cafe to make ends meet, she and her family really lacked anything really major, and she became known as one of the poorest kids at Shepherd High.
It's like just a werewolf thing. Oh, this is terrible.
So she's age 16, black hair, blue eyes, yellow if she's in elemental form.
Wait.
And so...
I'm so confused. Is this a movie or is this like a whole freaking creepypasta?
There's an entire Wikipedia or a fandom Wikipedia like site with like hundreds and hundreds of links to it.
Whoa.
It might be like a fetish.
This hurts.
Is it like a fetish thing?
No, it's just like It's just like, this is a really cheesy 1980s movie. Look at that art. Sarah Patrol. Beauty Trio, Peters High School. The Talbot Pack.
It's a 1981 home. What?
Talbot
What
Pack.
is this?
Have I got a short lifeline or what?
You carry the curse of the pentagram.
I've always wanted to go to the Pentagon.
Pentagram, stupid.
Oh, what shape is that?
The mark of the wolf.
Worse than having the mark of the wolf, Tony discovered, he was the wolf.
Wow.
This is not another teen werewolf movie.
This is
not another
teen werewolf.
sketchy high school movie. This is a night on the town. I'm so done with this episode. What are we doing?
Okay. This is insane. We need to watch this movie now. This is wild. Full Moon High. Boys and girls, strap yourselves in because this is going to be a wild ride. This is going to come back. Next year, we need to get some juice going.
Yep. It'll be part of a free games guy.
Do you want to process what just happened?
Dude, I'm still processing this entire episode. Like, I don't even know what's happening.
This has been... It's been a ride. I've had a long day, guys.
Amen.
So, with this, with our newfound knowledge of HP Lovecraft, Mr. Nut, Miss Quiche, Mr. Robot Man, Mr. What was the last one?
Not PG-13. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Redacted.
Yes.
And
I'm gonna put
and
bleeps.
all.
Like, people are just gonna wonder, but it's just Mr.
No. This is a comedy pod. This is a family comedy podcast. Quiche. Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
So with this newfound knowledge that we learned about this really niche movie that apparently has an extremely large audience, and H.P. Lovecraft and Mr. Nut and all of his friends and Cthulhu, I think that we have now absorbed the true meaning of Halloween. Chaos and thunder clapping
You know what's
in the distance.
the most terrifying thing to me?
Wait, this is supposed to be really...
You know what's really scary?
I'm gonna flip one of these days.
You know what's really scary?
I was just finishing the outro, and now we have to redo
what's really
everything.
scary?
Okay, Isaac, with everything that we've learned, with H.P. Lovecraft, apparently this very niche, not quiche, movie that we've been learning about here,
Sadly.
which is wild. Sadly, unfortunately, we're sorry. And all the friends we made along the way, like Mr. Nut and Mrs. Whiskers and all of their friends. Now we know the true meaning of Halloween. What's the true meaning, Isaac? Chaos.
Is it just...
Hey guys, I want to thank you for listening to our episode. And we hope you enjoy it. And I hope to see you in the next upcoming episodes. We upload at 8 o'clock a.m. I know last time I said 6 o'clock a.m. Central Time. It's 8 o'clock a.m. 6 o'clock. Not Mountain Time. What's the other time zone? Pacific Time.
Earbuds time.
Is 6 a.m. Earbuds time.
Yep. Yes.
We drop. And I hope you've enjoyed our program. Our wonderful franchise that we're creating with
Brett
you.
Sandlin. Give feedback.
Give feedback, give love, give money, and give all of the children lots of candy.
Hold up.
No razor blades. Remember that. People sometimes forget to not put razor blades in it. No razor blades. Only candy.